Up next, we have a race. Maybe
As usual.
it's in the system.
In the
Yeah,
system?
not much else going on over here.
Do you mean maybe it's in the cards?
You could say that. You could say that. Check it out. It's Timo versus SilentSnake, both participating for the first time. We got another one of these.
Still Timo has a star. How does that work?
Well, I think maybe this is they've stuck this on here out of their sticker book. I feel like maybe.
Try to like level up their card by putting some stars on there.
Yeah. We're gonna have to call the tournament organizer to take a look at this. One of those judges who's studied and taken a course in Magic the Gathering to be able to
Magic the Gathering.
play the role at tournaments.
Gonna make TPC
It's a thing.
even angrier.
You have to get. There are like level 2 judges and level 3 judges, and because you can imagine with like 30 years or I don't know how many years, but a lot of years worth of cards with a bunch of unique rules on all of them, right? Eventually, two from completely disparate sets are going to clash in some way, and you need some way to resolve it. And so, to make it fair for everyone, you need people who know all of the cards, right?
Yeah. So we do predictions before, like when the brackets go live, and then everyone can make like a bracket prediction, see who gets the closest to the actual result, And you will come to matches where you just don't know either player. So this would be one of them because they're both new. Like, unless you personally know Timo Star or SilentSnake, you will not have any idea who might be better. So you go off of other things like avatar or name. So what would you say? Who's the winner here?
Timo's got La Mulana,
Yeah.
and then SilentSnake has got a self-portrait, which to
Probably.
me is confident. I assume.
Yeah,
it would be weird if it was just some guy
I mean,
just Googled.
Who knows?
Googled teal sunglasses, or they're not sunglasses, but whatever. Right? Just put that on there as your own Discord profile. Someone else's face. That's really funny to me for some reason.
But yeah,
There's confidence, I think, in using your own dang face as your display pic.
but also La Mulana, that's kind of like it's a not very well-known game, and it's pretty hard in itself. So if you like a hard game, maybe that means you're good at hard games and just at games in general.
Yeah. It could be Timo's really wicked solid at puzzle games, having conquered the most obtuse puzzles video gaming has to offer.
But then I can tell you even more because on the streams, Timo P has what I assume is a screenshot of La Mulana. Kind of looks like it, like as their Twitch background when not live, right? And SilentSnake has like a collection of games.
So that's strong, though. That's exactly what you want in mystery.
Yeah, it's like
tournaments,
NES,
just to have played a lot.
SNES. There's a Sega Saturn game here. I bet TPC would be excited to play Space Hulk. Empress
Space
of the
Hulk.
Blood People. Okay, sure, why not? There's like oh Jesus, there's like I don't even know what this console is called. I forgot. But there's TurboGrafx. Oh, kind of Dreamcast. Damn. There's everything.
With the 3DO, is that the one?
No, it's a cartridge.
That was the first unidentifiable console that came to mind.
Nah, it's a cartridge.
Oh, cartridge.
I don't know. It's like gray, pretty square, and then it has like a rounded front. Like it's rounded towards the top with a lip.
It sounds like N64.
Nah. If it's big cut, no, it's small. It's about as big as the Game Boy Color cartridge that I see.
Oh. Maybe it's like a Wonder Swan or something.
Or Game Gear. I don't actually know what Game Gear
MSX.
looks like. MSX.
Let's look up one an MSX cartridge.
MSX game cartridge. Maybe? I don't know. I don't think so, but we figure it out.
Mystery Tournament is all about just playing a lot of games and sort of internalizing everything that they have to teach you. So if you've just proof that you have this big game collection that I assume you've probably played, I give the completely shot in the dark advantage to SilentSnake, I suppose, if I had to. But you're not going to go looking at people's Twitch pages when you're filling in that prediction. You just got the names when you're doing that. And you don't know who they are.
I'm sorry, I was just stunned a bit because Timo went live and I don't know if it was him or if it was like a video. There was a guy with like in black and white, like a black and white camera. He was like dancing. And then he sat down and then the camera like put on a headset and then the camera disappeared. I'm just stunned, right?
That sounds cool.
It was actually kind of cool. Alright, what do we got? Oh, I know this game. This is a backup.
I don't recognize the name.
It's a puzzle platformer, so kind of the genre that I would say works really well for mystery racing.
Mm-hmm. Mouse required. Ooh, I'm reading one of these notes in the pastebin about the controls. Tells you a lot about the game, and I already can tell my brain's gonna have a tough time if I were on the controls. It's the brain wants to do one thing, tells fingers to do that thing, and the fingers do the wrong thing sort of problem. So me as a commentator, I'll be like, no, don't do that, do this, but like I know that they might have just pushed the wrong button, right? We'll see. What the hell is this music, by the way? This has been going for a while.
Limbo's Quest. Maybe this is Limbo's Quest? Maybe both of this is.
It's the same song?
I don't know. I didn't see it switch.
The
but
breakdown in the middle?
Maybe it switched right before I looked.
I think it might have, because the little cover art I'm seeing in the bottom right looks like the kind of thing you'd see on a Commodore 64 game that someone made, and it sounds like it too.
It sounds good.
It's a lot better than that flute or whatever that was.
You can also put on ground pound again.
That one's just ready to go at any time, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you never know when you get some weird song that you don't want to hear.
Oh, it was Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Okay. I had Jurassic Park for the Mega Drive, the Genesis. And Jesus Christ, that game terrified me. Like, you start up the game,
yeah,
and there's the little car going like by the fence, and there's like, and the fence breaks, and then all of a sudden, the game switches to the view inside the car with like the rear view mirror. You can see the guy who's driving the car, and then the T-Rex head pops up like from the left slowly into frame, looks at the guy. You can see the guy's eyes widening, and then there's like a scream. The screen cuts to black. It starts flashing black and white like crazy, like they wouldn't even allow nowadays probably. And there's this scream, and then the T-Rex is holding the car. Everything's flat. Oh my god, that messed me up as a kid, so I couldn't play that game.
I'm totally with you. Even just like the sprite they rendered for the T-Rex of like his head, like in game, even like trying to bite you as you go by, is scary. But the cinematic at the start is pretty wild. Anything early on in life scare you? Internet Original, something, a game you played when you were younger than you should have been?
A couple things. We were talking about Frogger on PS1 the other day. There's a level with big giant spiders.
Ooh.
And I didn't like any big insects. I wouldn't say I have arachnophobia, but I don't like any big bugs. And so I would just stop. I would just be like, well, I guess this is the end of the game, and I would just stop playing when I got there. And I like didn't have a memory card for my PlayStation, so I'd have to start it over every time anyway. So it worked out. And there was something else too. Now I got to think. There was definitely other things where I would just be like, I can't.
I was surprisingly old at the time when the N64 came out. Like I was a little bit older than I should be, getting unreasonably scared of video. Well, I don't know. Fear is very irrational. It's just kind of baked in, so I shouldn't feel so self-concerned. Star Wars: Shadows of the Empire has some haunting sound effects from some of the enemies. There's like a Yeti that takes 1 billion shots to kill that will like stalk towards you in like the second level, and it feels like the Terminator coming after you, like he has like a sound effect when he tries to punch you too. This like really gnarly. Anyway, I didn't like that, and I certainly did not like the sewer level in that game with the murky water you can't see and these horrible ball tentacle spongy monster things that roar in this horrifying way.
You really, I when I was young, I'm a little bit younger than you are, I think, but like when I was young to play in N64 PlayStation style games, they look so bad now, but like they look good enough then. I really thought, I was like, this is real enough for me to be scared of what's happening. Ocarina of Time, when I was like,
yes,
really quite young, there's a lot of weird stuff in it, and I was like, I'm just gonna not play this part anymore.
The bottom of the well is just it's messed up that they put that in there. I can't believe it.
Well, and the big Skulltulas are right in the Deku Tree right at the beginning, and those are pretty creepy.
Even that, yeah.
They make the noise. It's the sound design, really.
Oh, the big sewer boss too. I didn't even get to the sewer boss till I came back and played the game like a couple years later. I was with my sister even, who was 4 years older than me. And the two of us were watching me play, and I'm standing there, and we're hearing the roar coming from these monsters in the water. And we're both just like, I don't want
to. Surprisingly enough, I also, when I was quite young, I had the Star Wars Phantom Menace game on the PlayStation. And this didn't scare me, but I do remember just finding it really strange that you can crawl through vents in the very first level and then fall into a fan and just get chopped to pieces. As like Obi-Wan. And I remember being like, oh, what? I don't think I'm supposed to be playing this. It's quite a game.
I think I gotta go not Google. I have a bookmark with some of the SRL bot commands.
We messed
We
everything
had
up.
someone switch identities while in the race.
No, they're the race
I've
twice.
never seen such a thing. Blowing my mind.
Oh no, these are all. This isn't what I need.
When I was quite young, I had Super Mario RPG on the SNES, and I couldn't. Like, I was like a little kid at that point, and I just thought the way that you played it. I couldn't get out of Mario's pad, the very first area, because you have to talk to people in a specific sequence, and I just like thought that was the whole game. I remember I thought it was like the most stupid game in the world, that you just walked around this little area and you didn't do anything. And then like my older cousin came over and was like playing the game. I'm like, what is this game? Never seen any of this. They're like, smart. I'm like, what? You're going? So what's happening? Blew my mind.
I remember when I was in grade school, a friend had The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening on his Game Boy, and we were playing it like on a bus on a field trip. So it was hard to see.
Oh, we're going suddenly.
and We're going.
Okay.
Well, I couldn't get past the raccoon. He demands you get the mushroom and use powder on him, and I was just like, just walking around talking to people for a while. I gave it to him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll help you." And he played and beat the entire first dungeon, and then handed it back to me and went, "There you go." And we got Gravitron 3000.
Yeah, I played this. I wanted to extend the goal, but the level after this is horrible, so we're leaving it here.
Okay.
It has the wonderful thing where switches do two things. But anyway, you eventually get a gun, and the gun you can shoot at a surface, and it's going to pull you to that surface and change the gravity in that direction. I guess it won't pull you to the surface, but it's going to change the gravity in the direction of whatever 90-degree surface you shoot the gun with.
Okay. I can already see that you take a lot of time to get up to speed running on the ground. So Timo's opted to be jumping a lot to accelerate in the air faster. It's earned him this early lead.
One cool thing about this game is that there's no cooldown on shooting the gun or anything like that. So you can, if you're fast enough, you can fly around through the air, go on the outside of platforms and shoot yourself back and come swinging back to the platform. You can definitely do some skips. And hopefully we'll see some of it. But they need the gravity gun before they can do such things.
Gravity? No, that name is taken, sorry.
Is it?
Yeah, gravity gun is in Half-Life 2, their orange thing.
Dang. That's probably the biggest franchise that I haven't played.
Giving hints and solutions to an aunt for Link's Awakening at family parties over a 5-year span. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. I love that. So they don't have the gun yet. They're just jumping.
Yeah, apparently the gun's a lot further than I remembered. I even played this just a couple weeks ago. But regardless, yeah, you have a camera move, which I never used, but Timo Star is taking great advantage of, and that's probably a pretty good call. If you hold right click, you can kind of pan the camera around. So, that's the gun up there.
So here's something completely new that we don't usually... Wait, this is just a portal gun. At least it looks like a portal.
It does.
Hor plus or Ver minus. If you know what those two terms mean, then you've been a widescreen gamer, probably for a little longer, and you've been on widescreen gaming forum. Timo is playing this in 16:9, SilentSnake is playing this in 4:3, and this game is Hor plus, which means that by switching to a widescreen setup, you do not lose viewport at the top and bottom, but you gain viewport at the left and right. Which may be important in a puzzle game, especially one where you want to shoot at walls in order to change the gravity.
Yeah, I mean, these levels are so big, there's tons of stuff off screen that I find myself thinking I wish I knew what was over there already. So, whoa, Timo has fielded themselves. Oh, man.
So close.
I was all for it.
I'm so excited.
If that's how you
start your mystery race with a gravity gun?
Gravity gun.
I'm just saying, I think Timo's going to destroy this thing. You can shoot off screen, you were saying?
Yeah, there's no limit to... you can... And I feel in some levels you can get a little bit faster if you do that. But as far as I could tell, everything is always rendered.
Alright, is playing it a lot more carefully and having a bit of trouble making this jump, so SilentSnake has caught up now.
What?
I think what I did is actually shoot myself up and then down, just like he did before.
And could shot the bottom earlier as he was flying past the right block.
Yeah, it's tough. You want to... I think they get the sense of I want to shoot where I want to go, rather than I want to shoot a surface that is... down.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, SilentSnake also trying to do this same jump and not quite getting it.
So like, yeah, here you can kind of float in the air a little bit like Marble Mayhem Fragile Ball, everybody's favorite game.
What?
Ooh, nice, shooting sideways to fly across this.
Well, I
Oh
mean,
wow.
would be nicer if
Almost
he
has
didn't
it.
die. The way.
Well, that's a later problem.
It's a problem for future Timo.
Future Timo is gonna figure out how to not die in space.
It's like co-op.
Exactly. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
It's like when you're playing co-op, like it takes two or something. Okay, I'm gonna press the switch, and then you have to make these jumps. Wait, what? Okay, go.
What jumps?
So we've now seen what hubris can do for you. Unfortunately, Timo Star is having a lot of fun, and I think is doing a cooler thing, but it's not faster, and so has fallen behind.
4 points.
I wonder how long it would have taken me to even consider that, like, I could
Oh,
jump
wait,
and
look.
orbit in crazy ways.
So SilentSnake couldn't see that the box was dropping on the switch because he doesn't have as much view.
Oh,
It wasn't on screen when he was just in the middle of that little room that you're trapped in.
very close. Very, very
Yeah,
close.
yeah, this is a really close race.
In Anime Power, where you do the cool strat, yeah, you're much better at the cool strat.
Yeah, I'm not sure why SilentSnake would be playing in 4x3. Perhaps an older monitor. I mean, they do exist.
I doubt that. I mean, maybe, but
Wait, that must be a really old one. Been a while.
I think Exuno sent me a picture of his setup recently. He's got a 4x3 monitor off to the side.
Oh no, Exona bought a new one, I think. I
Oh,
was
okay.
talking about it.
he's in the new age.
I refresh rate too, so we're gonna have to test more for that.
Yeah, I got a high refresh rate monitor now. The mouse cursor's so smooth.
Love it. Moving a window is so good.
I don't know how much that would help in a game like this. I mean, this mouse cursor does need to move around a little bit.
Timo's just being introduced to that you can pick up a box and move it. And sometimes you have to,
It's like Paul.
like in this level.
I love how this gun can reverse gravity, right? It's like it's
Oh,
such
look
a
at that.
high amount of
Oh,
scientific
first try.
prowess. Whoa! That
Love it.
it's indistinguishable from magic, right? It's just a super hyper powerful, amazing thing that you have. And instead of just hoisting this box up on your shoulder, you're gonna use it to carry this box.
It's time to fly across this hallway.
So, yeah, so what you need to do here is just kind of float in the middle. You have to go up, down, up, down, up. He thinks you can't shoot the things, but he's wrong. There you go.
Oh, team, like this is looking good. This is skill with a mouse that I'm seeing.
Yeah, that was fast. Actually, doing that first try is really impressive.
Very comfortable with the controls.
I mean, this is sequence 11
And-
already. There's just 4 levels.
Yeah, this is not a super long goal. Maurice played this though.
Yeah. How long did I take? How
I don't know. I can
How
look it
much
up.
do I have to wait? Like hope for Timo to get stuck?
Well, it just got eviscerated by an approaching wall of saw blades.
I searched Maurice. That's wrong.
Okay, I did this in 10 minutes and 39 seconds.
Ooh. Well, I think you're gonna have the win against this hypothetical race.
Yes.
And I really liked this game, so I thought, well, let's keep going. You know, why stop at 14? There must be some reason, and there was.
Yeah, you told me. Wow, this sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that it was gonna be cool. So basically, you get a switch that does two different things, and you don't have an explanation of the fact that it does two different things at different times, and then like you have to move stuff that you 100% can't see on screen, and it gets really weird and ambiguous.
I remember in
Do
the
you think you could get on the ceiling for SilentSnake and then snipe the little corner of the right side to set gravity to take you all the way towards the exit.
Sure, why not? But I don't think it would help all that much because then you still have to react in time and land. I think there's a laser there. No, but there's a like pit behind the goal.
Yeah, you would have to find some way of stopping yourself.
Oh.
Which
I feel like
It'd
I
be
might have gone
harder.
over the top of this.
Yeah, the last time I saw this race, the level Timo is on sequence 11, I believe. One of the racers went around. I remember that.
Yeah. That just seemed easier to me. Oh yeah, here's SilentSnake.
looking at a way to do it. Uh-oh.
I mean, that could have worked.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's not that hard. I did it. I did
No,
it.
I mean
How
just
hard could it
falling
be?
through this hallway.
Oh,
Oh.
just one shot it. Just
Yeah, that would be cool.
I mean, the speed is an advantage. Part of it is, you can't go fast
go.
enough.
Go. Ah. Oh, good thinking though. But try to go to the ceiling. Didn't have enough time. Oh, but Timo is Russian. Should be 13.
Didn't run into any trouble on 13.
Not 12? Yeah, that was 12.
Okay.
I mean, like, he is now in 13.
This looks like a meteor level than the others.
I think this one requires you to do the flinging that Timo has already mastered.
Some off-screen shots is working out so far.
Oh,
He's really getting good with this right-click pan, and it's smart.
mm.
All right, there's your destination.
This jump is
Maybe
not
jump first?
super
Is
easy.
Oh,
this
God.
gonna work? Whoa!
Yeah,
It could work.
I died on that jump once or twice.
It's just mind firing now, I like it.
It's so tough not seeing yourself. Okay.
Oh, just gotta get around. Timo has this. Timo has shown to be really good at shooting these platforms on the fly.
Yeah.
The fly. Oh, nice. Silent.
Final stage already.
So you could keep doing loops. Wow, you get one loop, I think, before the blue wall comes in and kills you. But you can stall a little bit.
Oh, Timo going to the right side of this room as well, because the platform is spinning counterclockwise. You want to be on the bottom. That's it already.
Wow.
The thing is, SilentSnake has 2.5 minutes to try and like make this go to the 15-minute rule.
Right. That is a very strong showing.
So here you're doing, on stage 15, you're doing an interesting thing where you have to move that box.
Why do you suddenly sound so defeated when you have to talk about
Fifth.
stage 15?
Oh no, sorry, I was.
Oh, you're
stretching.
further away. You're just like,
15.
oh, you have to move this box.
Yeah.
And it's like, what did the box do to you?
Moving the box is not so bad. It's the stuff that comes after. It's just like weird. You walk around the stage and don't understand what's going on, and then all of a sudden, like, the gate is open to the goal, and like, why? And you have to sort of. It's very strange.
SilentSnake just charged forwards to try to beat the laser and didn't get it. And I like it because they've waited for the laser a few times and have run out of time. Now, I think you could wait and flip to the ceiling.
Oh.
And maybe that's the best option, but I appreciate trying something new. I would probably be pretty frustrated with the slow acceleration on the ground in this game. All right, there's the flip, and then you go, yep.
Well, the last one can wait. Yeah. Nice.
Perfect.
Like, not doing badly here at all. It's just that Timo did really well.
Right. So I don't see 12, 13, and 14 being beaten in 20 seconds, so this is going to be a win for Timo.
Strong showing. Beat Alpha by 2 minutes.
Yeah. And this is not the kind of, well, I could see Alpha getting stuck trying to do ridiculous flings instead of honestly trying to beat levels. Maybe that happened, but he's pretty good at puzzle platformers in particular.
Oh
yeah,
god.
in general, this is
Oh
around a 20
no!
minute.
It just turned on.
Timo likes the game enough to keep playing. Whoa, where are we going? That counts! Just nipped the exit with a toe.
Yo.
We're joined now by Timo. Hello.
Hello.
Well done.
Yeah, that was fun.
We knew this was a little bit short, but we put it in there, sort of expecting. Well, it'll be longer than 15 minutes, though, probably, and you killed it.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Defy Gravity, which is one of my first speed games that I did.
Ooh.
Like, in that game you also manipulate gravity, but you use like gravity wells that are balls that fling you around. So I kind of felt like I was at home already.
Perfect. One of the first things you did, like you got the gun, and it brought you to the next level, and my brain was thinking like, well, you could very carefully flip it to get on this side, and then go over here, and you were immediately like, I'm gonna jump off and fling myself and curl all around, and just like you were immediately thinking really big with this gravity mechanic.
Yeah, that's exactly coming from Defy Gravity, because you also fling yourself using gravity in that game. So I was like, oh, of course, I'll just go flying.
Yeah, and then it didn't work out, and you seemed to kind of switch your approach to something a little more cautious afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it's very easy to just run into something and die. I wasn't expecting it to go quite as fast as it did.
So it was just really smart, like the good awareness, first of all, to even try that, and then also good awareness to realize like it's not the best for this situation. So just all around, well done.
Yeah, I usually, when I like find a new speed game and start doing stuff with it, I always try to go very big. So when I participated in this event, like this tournament, I was kind of worried that I'm gonna have a hard time keeping that tendency in check, because I always wanna try find out the fastest or the hardest strat, and I'm just like, there was a moment where I had to keep myself in check, just like, nope, stop, just do something more normal.
There was the level where it was pretty early on, you were trying to shoot gravity to the right to just carry you all the way straight into the exit. And
that's exactly.
You lost the lead very briefly in that moment for that reason.
Yeah, I was like, okay, it's not gonna work. It's like, I was trying to find out if the rotating thing always had the same starting point. It like felt a bit different each time I did it. And at some point I just had to decide that no, it's not gonna work and I have to go slow.
Well, sometimes learning how to go slow is
it's very important if you want to actually beat a game.
Yeah. So this is your first time out here for Mystery Tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did you hear about it?
Polari posted about it in the Finrun's Twitter, Finrun's Discord, which is a Finnish speedrunning organization. And I was like, oh, that sounds like fun, I'll try it.
Was it?
Yes, I enjoyed this a
Nice.
lot. I like finding weird games, and this is just like, well, I don't even have to look. Like, if I find something, I'll submit it for the testing, right? But right now, I'm just like, yep, I don't even need to. I don't even need to look. I just can get given games, try out, and faff about.
Yeah, we'll
Well,
serve them up
obviously,
for you.
the objective is to beat it, right? Usually, I'd spend hours and hours just faffing about in them, but it's very different having to actually beat it.
So we had the finish from SilentSnake,
Mm-hmm.
a sub 20 time. It's pretty good. I will need to, like, I don't know if you look at like, oh wow, there's like a 7-minute gap or whatever. Like, but hopefully we can see if we can chat with SilentSnake, and I just want them to know they did extremely well. You just did a little bit better,
Yeah,
or a lot of it.
I was
better.
worried that I was stressed out that I'm just like, okay, I'm spending so much time on faffing about, I'm gonna lose. Apparently, it was not a cause for worry.
Yeah, we've even had some other racers have raced this before,
Mm-hmm.
and some of our really strong players put up times slower than you did even. So, yeah, well done. You're on a lot of people's radar, I think.
Oh, the pressure! Ah!
Oh, the pressure. Yeah, you came here for fun and games and to find new stuff, and now all of a sudden, oh, you got to worry about keeping your win rate high. Oh.
Nah, it's fine. It's all fun and games.
We're happy to have you. I'm glad that you found a cool game.
Yeah, I'm excited for more stuff.
I am too. Do we have more exciting stuff happening? I think there's like a 3-hour gap before the next match.
Oh, but that is exciting.
Look at this. We got this 4-way. Well, it's 2v2s. I don't want to mislead anyone with what this is going to be, but it's 2 matches, 4 players on screen. Someone versus Tossed Fish, Freeball versus Becca Sets Fire. That'll be coming up in 3 hours, so it just ticked over 10 minutes. I don't know. Vodcasts are a thing. We do have some of those to do, but they require some preparation. I don't know if we're ready on that.
I got some work to do. I only have 1 match ready. Anyway, so, 3 hours is a long time.
Yeah, we'd have to take a break anyway. So that's what we'll do.
I may be
Oh.
jumping on a little early for that first match to do some vodcasts if I could get all that set up. Well,
Okay. But there will be a break though, right?
yes.
All right. So that's what we'll do then. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching Mystery Funhouse. Mystery Tournament 17 will continue in a little bit. Congratulations, Timo. Thanks so much for coming out and racing and for coming to talk to us.
Yeah, cheers. Oh, thanks for putting up the tournament. I didn't even know this was a thing. This is fantastic.
I love this.
Cheers.
It really is. We'll be back in an undetermined amount of time sometime in the next few hours for more Mystery Tournament 17. We hope to see you then.